All right. We have a league match for the first time in a while, it feels like. Against VRSmith. Very difficult division this season. So we are not actually using the timer, but the guidance is to have it on, but you can't make them resign. So it's just sort of for education. This doesn't seem like a particularly good 5-2. Is a poorhouse any good? It might be okay. It's not going to be really good right away, though. It's not like silver is any good. I think, archives are good. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good, right? Let's get this hideout. Maybe get another hideout. Try to get some thinning done. This is really cool. We could have found the hideout, but, Could get one more hideout? I think it seems all right. What are we hoping to buy here? I mean, surely we just need to avoid putting a curse into this shuffle. Farmer's market, probably okay-ish. Nice. Trash curse. Maybe just get another inventor? In like a town? Probably trash one estate, one copper here. Draw is tough. There's a lot of villages, though. You probably will get a vault, I think. VRSmith managing some pretty good turns. Let's just buy an archive here. Actually, decided to cycle instead. answer. So we should be ahead on trashing. She is ahead on some other things. I don't know. I don't really see using this as anything other than a spy. So we might as well just go ahead and do that. It's kind of a nice draw there. I think I'm liking the archive spam pretty good. Maybe I will get one poorhouse. Or just a farmer's market. Farmer's market probably better. No, inventor is obviously better than any of those things. Why would I? Okay, the best thing to get is just another town. That's what I think. It seems like our early hideout spam was probably good. Presumably we just grab this card. Look at all this beautiful trashing. Could just save this farmer's market for next turn. It's giving us $2 and so yeah, that could be buying a good card. Better than a poorhouse. I think, look at all these actions. I think we just won. What about ruined market? There's a world where it's helpful. Better than nothing. Not as good as a farmer's market though. I'm pretty sure I don't want to. It might be fine. I'll take it. Okay, we can take the town. We could also just zombie apprentice one of these terminals. Kind of a tough kingdom. There's like 3 of these cards down here are trashy villages. Pretty sure we just want that. So What's the most important thing to have here? Is it draw? A little bit unclear, actually. It's 3 hideouts. Oh. I'm just going to spy. Yes, I'll take that. Pretty sure the last card is hideout. And I think that trashing hideout is fine. So we have 6 gains here. Quite a bit of stuff. Town should be good. Setting up for next turn seems pretty good. Like, what's better, getting one more card or like that plus card for next turn? I think it's probably the latter. So I'm actually going to do that. I do want this vault. And then I want the province. Oh, Mountain Pass. I forgot about that. So I have 5 inventors. They have 5 inventors. I think I just have more stuff. I do not see a pile out happening at all. So I would pass. I'm not sure what we want here. I'm just going to get a town. Having a province seems kind of good. Having the ability to use money in buys seems good. Okay, they lower that pile. Probably they're going to get a province with one inventor play. This could be a tricky turn to play correctly. But if look at the amount of debt. It's a lot. You're limited to the if you can't pay off the debt, then all you can gain is your 5 inventor plays. So it's pretty easy to play around what her next turn could look like. I suppose a necromancer has a certain appeal. We're just going to lower town. I don't know what we're doing with this archive. Necromancer is non-duration. The archive is, I suppose we want to play it, but we would rather play all our inventors this turn, I think. I don't think that there's... I could be wrong, but it's pretty hard for me to imagine wanting to discard with Vault. It's just a... I guess I'll discard a town. Okay, there's the other inventor, so let's play this archive. That seems pretty good. The farmer's market, it's a lot of money, but I don't think my opponent's going to snipe, gain, and play that. So we can gain and play some things. I guess I need to count there's no way that this is a win because we have to get like 2 provinces. Right, so yeah, I'm supposed to be ignoring the clock, but I mean, this is pretty good evidence that you know, it does something. It takes 7 gains, which is just more than we're dealing with here. So yeah, I do think maybe the farmers market. How many terminals? We got enough to play all the terminals. Well, I'm a little unsure. I don't think there's a point to getting another farmer's market. Oh, that's a lot of provinces. Four provinces puts me up by 2 plus. It puts me up by 20. They can gain estate, duchy, estate, 3 duchies, and province, which is way less than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely feeling a little bit nervous about playing with patient. You could sort of see how much extra time I used there, maybe about a minute. I didn't really plan that out. I wasn't thinking that I was going to buy with that much green, but then it just sort of presented itself. Maybe it's a mistake because maybe I could have a big dud, but yeah, I will actually do that. I'd be curious to look at the video. I don't know. It's a slow, difficult ending. You don't want to. I have the lead. I'm player 1. I don't want to mess it up and lose. It felt. I just don't think she has very much money. To pay off the debt. And it seems like it shouldn't be that hard to buy a province. Three duchies in province is a 15. Yeah, and then the farmer's market VP would still not be enough. Though I should have realized. I should have tried to count that. But yeah, 15 plus 4 is, yeah, so that's still one short of a tie. I did not think, I was thinking estate. I was just thinking all the green cards I forgot about. That one of the inventor plays could be used to snipe the farmer's market. Oh no! That card! Well, that doesn't help. Oh, I didn't even think about that, though. Oh, I should have lost because of that. Anyway. We managed to win. Yeah. Back. Okay, what's on this kingdom? A shitload of draw. Kind of makes me think that we're going to use Fountain. But I do think a little bit of trashing. Well, investment, if it was like Crucible, I'd be all in on it. Investment. Okay, she goes for the same thing. Could go pawn. How likely is that to hit 5? Not very. It's like opening poacher or you know, whatever, a peddler, an investment. Let's just do the experiment. I think this is, well, we get to hit 5. Yeah, we get to hit 5. In fact, we can also get one of these things. That's a pretty nice shuffle. Oh, dang it. Oh. That could have been me. Maybe we have the daimyo on the bottom. But yeah, this is pretty much over. It feels like this is going to be tough to come back from. It's just about resignable. Should I just save my energy? I don't think it's good practice to resign this early. I want to, though. I really, really want to. Did she really do anything all that different from what I did? Got an experiment on turn 3, whereas I just experiment wharf. I mean, what was her open? The same. No. She opened with a silver. Okay, I see. Well, that was... card coin, right? Because it doesn't really matter if we draw the daimyo dead. But... okay, that was about as good as we could have hoped for this turn. I think maybe we don't want traveling fair. We want to be greedy. If we top decked Wharf Daimyo, then like we have no payload. We have to get a Carpenter. And if we get a Carpenter, then is it really all that important to top deck one of these daimyos? I would say like no. I think this feels pretty good. Okay, I'm glad I didn't resign. If her, like, shuffle after whatever, that just was the wharf play and whatever, but, like, if that had been another, like, ideal shuffle, then I think I'd be probably dead, but... You definitely want to get gold. I'm sure you want fountain points too. That seems pretty clear. I think I played that turn about as greedy as I could and got rewarded for it. Obviously, we need to watch out for just a pile out of nowhere. We are definitely trashing the investment for VP. She has a lot of carpenters. This seems like a pretty safe line. She needs to top deck something that makes sure she's not going to dud, which seems really easy to do. Top deck Daimyo and experiment or something. And then you can play like 100 carpenters. And probably end the game. Trash is a copper. See how many carpenters are left in the pile for me. I would go carpenter, experiment, daimyo, just denying carpenters. I don't think that I can. Oh, whoa. I mean, daimyo is pretty expensive. Really expensive, right? Like, we're so far away from pile out the daimyo's money. I mean, we need to draw this last card, which is a daimyo. And there's no way that we have enough. Well, we can definitely get look to get fountain. That would mean gaining 4 coppers. For some reason, oh, my daimyo was stuck on the war. Okay, I thought I had another daimyo coming. That puts a damper on this, what we thought we could do this turn. Okay, now what? Top deck a daimyo. I'm just trying to think, like, can she realistically pile out and outscore? Would be surely needing to get, like, I mean, she has so many carpenters. I'm just not sure. Obviously, I could have top decked that. It's not going to surprise me if she's got to win, but we'll make her find it. And this could just be a big old dud for us. But for all she knows, we've got like 3 daimyo experiment in our hand right now. There's 4 daimyos in the deck. I mean, I was definitely expecting to see her draw more before doing something like that. Could this be sort of a dud? All the daimyos and experiments and stuff are down. She's got a lot of experiments and a wharf. Wharf could be in hand and there's no village. But then again, so her next turn looks probably fantastic. This is really likely to be a dud for me. If my top card is a daimyo, then I would rather hit experiment with it. Okay, so we managed to draw. Definitely looking out for a tie, which would be to just gain the experiments, carpenters, and buy 2 daimyo. Ooh, really tough to just figure out. Did I get another carpenter? So This will draw us 6 cards. Then we can daimyo on Carpenter. Okay. It's not enough. It might be enough. This is only 12. I mean, it's only $7. Yeah, it's not enough. So we're going to lose here. And his turn's not looking good. I don't think it was ever going to be there for me that turn. I could have tried to count it out, but I don't know. I guess it's an easy board to sort of mess things up. Meaning that my opponent could mess things up. She might have gone a little bit too hard on the Carpenters at that stage, though it didn't seem bad. Of course, I could have had an extra buy. Well, it wouldn't have helped that much to just have one more buy. Could have added like an extra coin buy from the pawn, I think, if I had drawn like perfectly. But I also could have drawn like, I could have had a complete dud. This could be sort of tricky. For sure. In order to ramp up your payload at this point, I think you probably are going to have to like carpenter into gold or things like that. Because now that carpenters are terminal and just remodelers, like, you're not going to just evaporate the piles. So we probably don't want that make resign dialogue to go away. It just should be a little bit less in your face after they make more decisions or something. She just goes for a bunch of duchies. A lot of duchies. Well, now we've gone back a little bit. But now, I mean, look, our decks aren't that different in terms of their power at this moment. And yeah. She's got one wharf coming in. All these experiments. Now there's some experiments. So your next turn could be great. Or potentially not. Just top decked a couple of experiments. Well, we'll find out here if we just have a complete dud or what. Not complete dud. I guess we're going to go card coin. There's not some sort of easy pile out here if we have enough buys, right? I don't think so. Her turn is probably pretty good. Buying one of these daimyos makes piling out a lot easier, but not trivial. Gonna try that. Probably about to just lose. I mean, it can't be that hard to get all these experiments right. The problem is, like, how many experiments do you have to play? Looks like it was just right there. Okay. I mean, that was like a 1% chance game from the beginning, it felt like. All right, we got a server switch. All right. Just borrow for butcher. What about a squire? It can help us gain a wayfarer. I think it's probably better than nothing. It's sad if it makes our butcher miss. She goes for a sheepdog. Okay. Yeah, sheepdog looks pretty good. And then we can get a wayfarer. I don't really want to borrow again. Now we can buy a village. Can we get a tide pools for a little bit of acceleration? I don't hate it. But village feels a little more disciplined. What should we do here? Could just get Silver Wayfarer. That doesn't sound terrible. Maybe a Squire is a little bit better than a Silver, though. Or is like a 4 plus Copper plus Wayfarer even better than that? What if I just get 2 sheepdogs? Next turn is going to be good, though. That's a good, very good turn. Butcher in hand, even. Well, that was a lot better than my turn 5, I tell you what. I think the 3-4 was better than the 4-3. Wow, look how far behind I am. We're going to hope for an amazing next turn. I mean, this could have still been a bad turn, even without borrowing. Okay. Not the best turn. Still got to cycle a lot. It's not the worst turn either. I guess I'm going to buy some village. Woof, 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 woof! I mean, this was pretty great, right? Obviously for them. Greediest would be a sheepdog. A little more disciplined would be a village, which feels probably better. Unfortunate. Okay. Not good draws for VRSmith. Is this gonna need to be actions? I think maybe it can be bought. No, it has to be actions. Can we just not play the Squire? Right? Because then we can still potentially use it for buys. This is fine. I don't think there's a reason why this matters. Okay. Feeling like we're looking towards a pile out on Sheepdog, Wayfarer, Squire, or something. And the game feels pretty close to me. I guess Forum is also really low, depending on... Oh yeah, those are some low piles. Gotta be optimistic here. So we could just gain a silver with this thing, but I don't think, I don't really want that to be what happens. Well, it might need to be now. Wow. This sucks. This sucks. I guess we do want that. I am like positive that I want a province here. Sheepdog. Could be Forum, could be Tide Pools, could be another Butcher. What does a huge turn from VRSmith look like? I think it still looks a little bit hard to beat this, but we don't need to lower anything. Let's get a Butcher. That's a little bit scary. Definitely starting to wish that Butcher was Tide Pools or a Forum. Probably Tide Pools. Because if we dud here, it doesn't look good. Looking like a fantastic turn here. Hopefully no win. Seems like not quite enough. Just need to find a squire or a harbor village, and this turn starts to look like another good turn. And I have 3 squires and 3 harbor villages, I think. I get to see, plus I have some more forums. I don't know. It feels like 50-50 or something to dot here. Whew, I'm starting to get tired. This is looking like a long match. This game hasn't been crazy, but I guess it could still go on for a little while. The butcher was definitely greedy. But there's absolutely nothing that says that she won't have a dud. She could add some like tide pools and stuff here to help the chances, but forum would be crazy. You can't get forum. Another province would be fine. I think I would think like maybe another province plus tide pools. Something like that. It does feel like this game is going to be decided by who has a dud. Although I guess it's possible that no one ever does. But like looking at my hand, like this isn't really that... Oh, she just doesn't get any other card. Well, we got the dud. Do we draw anyway and just get a province? Or something? Probably. Remember that joke I told you about how I was going to buy a province? We didn't draw the butcher. Okay, so she has a non-dud. That's pretty bad news. Possible just to win. That sucks. We didn't draw one of the butchers. If we drawn one of the butchers, we could have been like, ah, that might have been a tide pools. Even if there's no pile out here, which I would bet that there likely is one. Because she's going to have a lot of money. But even if there is no pile out here, it doesn't look good. Five province feels tough. It's easier if you have two butchers. If you're trying to pile out, this is a forum. Or a sheepdog, I guess. Got a sheepdog in hand, right? Or do I have a lot of sheepdog. Yeah, that turn sucked. I did see all those beautiful cards that are in my discard pile now. Okay, that's not a win. And it doesn't seem like a given that I can't win. Two provinces would put me at 18. 18 plus 15 is 33. So it's double province plus 5 duchy plus estate. That seems a little bit too much. We got to hope for a dud. We're definitely not milling a province. I guess we're doing this. Just hoping for a dud. Because it would have been nice to have some buys there. Let's not do that. We'll see. She just keeps on not dudding. Yeah, what my evaluation that this game would be decided by who duds seems to be correct. Even if if this is a dud and I win, it's still true that this is a game decided by duds, no matter what. And that's not trying to like reduce it. It's probably impossible for me to pass that VP total. All right. That's too bad. We got a turn 1 horse here. That's pretty good. Oh. I'm probably just going to get a forager. You just immediately want plus buy. And that seems like the best source of it. I can't get plus buy in my deck fast enough. Because I always want to be buying something plus a daimyo if I can. There's just nothing that makes more sense than that. Ooh, this is nice. We got the horse again. If we draw the forager here, that'd be amazing. Oh my god, so good. So search is probably okay. Second forager also looking pretty great. It's a better target. Well, yeah. It's a way better target for the daimyo because if you put daimyo on search, then the daimyo stays out with the search. That's not good. I guess you could just horse it, but okay, this is like, yeah, looks like a good turn. Probably the daimyo just draws a lot of cards. Enemy gets a search. We could try Soothsayer. Actually, I think it kind of seems good. Drawing them cards is good, so you could also get a ton of loot. Think about that. You're also giving them stuff to trash for forager. Yeah, I guess this Soothsayer was bad. That might have been where I lost this game. Ooh. We bottom decked both daimyo. Not my favorite thing. It means we probably gonna horse. A forager here. She's clean. This Soothsayer's terrible. Should I just horse it? I mean, it's stinky garbage. We did just keep bottom decking stuff. I mean, we're player 2. We might have been destined to lose this from the beginning, but this Soothsayer is hot, stinky garbage. Thought it might be cool to have a ton of gold. I guess the thing is that the draw doesn't really help my opponent that much. And okay, you get one more card to trash. I don't know, man. I think this is going terribly. I am going to tell myself that even if I hadn't got that stinky, stinky Soothsayer, I would have still lost this game. And none of you can stop me from telling myself that. Look how helpful these curses are. And all I have to show for my hard work is a couple of golds. It would be really nice if you could activate the old searches in the middle of your action phase and then draw all the loots. But the only way I see to do that is Soothsayer, and I think we already decided that it wasn't worth playing with that card. This is not quite enough to just buy the rest of the time, yos. But I'm dead anyway. We're going to have a little money. I mean, not as much. Like, oh, they can just do that. Oh, I don't get any loot. Can we get some loots? Or no? This would give us 4. So, no, we only have like $8. so bad. Oh, why did I do that? There was not a good reason to do that. I don't even know what the point of anything is. You better be real worried about this poor house. Yeah. Remember Pearl Diver? I was just thinking about when my soothsayers were on, or my daimyos were both on the bottom. But I still bought a stupid soothsayer. Man, that had to be one of the worst cards I ever bought. What can I even do? It's still probably good for her to just buy this daimyo, because what am I going to do? Just to win? Somehow, because I have a couple of loots in my deck? No. No way. Poor house is just a cheap ride. Hello, loot. Mm-hmm. It doesn't help me. I got 8 coins and I had a bunch of debt. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Look at this daimyo doing a lot of Nothing. I can't even afford. I mean, this is so pathetic. Surely they can just win here. They have like 1,000 loots. That's a win. Okay. Not my proudest moment as a Dominion player. You just want the will-o-wisps. I don't think that Apothecary looks very exciting. Almost double Pixie, but I'm going to open with Transmogrify. Tempted to go double Pixie. Estate into Snowy looks pretty good. Let's go, will-o-wisp. Unfortunately, we didn't see the Transmogrify turn 3. Like we hoped. And now we didn't see an estate. I guess Apothecary has a little extra synergy with the wisps. Gets a search. Trashes a Pixie. Wants a 5, it looks like. You could play this a little more money-ish. It wouldn't be the craziest thing. Pirates and stuff. Get rice. I'm not going to do it though. We're going hard. The fishermen are good if they are a wisp target. That's clear. Let's keep. There's that. Yeah. Well, we don't want to just give them a loot right away. But they can grab a loot here if they want it. It doesn't seem that exciting to just take a loot. They'll do it. A spell scroll, definitely not the one you wanted. Can you give me a fisherman? I'm going to keep it. This we might want. I'm not sure. I'll go for it. Man, I feel like my boons are like weirdly zooming in and stuff. Okay. Just 2 fishermen? Yeah, they should be pretty strong with the wisps. Earth Gift. They just got a a fisherman with the spell scroll. So we've got a search down. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. My opponent also is going to get another loot. Let's use it, I guess. Yeah, fisherman rice. Get a loot. So I got a shield and my opponent got another spell scroll. It seems pretty good. I better make sure that they're not going to be able to just win or tie. But no way. They don't have any plus buys from loot. They just have the Snowy Village plus buy. They've got a Transmogrify down, sure. It's not enough gains. It's going to be really sad because I think they have a pixie. Seeing the enemy pop that other... I don't know if this display is correct, that there's one boon left. But if there is, it's probably the other swamp. I mean... Shield is actually great. It's blue. So it activates another $1 from rice. Yep, that's that swamp gift. Very annoying that it was on the bottom. But maybe it doesn't matter. Really? Oh. Not pleased about that with being the one that has 1,000,000 pixies. It's still actually not that unlikely that I get more wisps, but the game is also close to over. We've got plus buy from Snowy Village, Rice, and Shield. So that makes 4. So this would make 6 buys. Plus, there could be another... There could be an Earth gift, which would give us another gain. 2 gains, in fact. If we had an Earth gift in one of these last 2 pixies, there's 2 pixies, 10 boons. This is accurate. This count has to be accurate. So we see it's 2 out of, it's a 20% to see the Earth gift. Then we would gain the 2 estates, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's at least 10. Yeah, we would have enough. So it's a 20% chance to just win outright if we do this. Otherwise, it's still probably useful, right? Like the game's about to end. I don't know what there is to really think about. This one too, right? Like, what am I doing holding on to this pixie? So now we just have a 1 in 9 chance of, well, we also might not draw everything. Well, no, I guess we were always going to draw. We don't need to trash any cards. This is a losing tie. Oh, maybe not. Okay, she's yeah. Ooh, that was lucky. Because of the arena. Well, all right. One more game, but we got a second win, so my opponents don't get any.
Starting in 5 minutes.
You can ignore my Google. Yeah, this is like the hardest division I've ever been in at any level. Also, I was having flashbacks. Somebody can check the history if this is correct, but this is what I think is the first time that I ever won a B division to make it to A division. That season started with my first match of the season going 1-5 against VRSmith. And then I still won the division after that somehow. I think that's what happened, if I remember correctly. And that was the first time I made it to A. What is all this garbage? My opponent looks like she has a 2-5. Because why else would you get a squire? I don't see a good reason to. This looks like a pretty obvious jack. I mean, this looks pretty good, right? Nothing fun to gain off of the squire trash or anything, but I mean, maybe I should have just gotten a student. It's nice seeing this jack on turn 3 and all, but I didn't even find an estate, probably. Well, actually, we have quite a good chance to find it. But man, imagine if we opened a student jack and we saw both of them on turn 3. And the gang of pickpockets discard. You would be like almost at the end of your shuffle on turn 3. You'd be like on a rocket ship to the moon. Student looks fantastic. Oh. What do I know? Should we be greedy? We're going to see 2 out of these 6 cards. There's 2 more states in there. Let's be greedy. Well, you know, counterfeit looks good. After all. Oh, this is my last estate in this shuffle. This looks like a fun kingdom. I'm pretty sure that I want to copy the hunting lodge. Ooh, look at this fun turn. We have to spend a favor, I guess. Let's rotate. Maybe it will matter. Unfortunately, we're not going to play this counterfeit. I guess I need to cycle one more card. Archive, you say? I want another hunting lodge. That wasn't the most exciting turn in the world, really. It felt like it was going to be, but I could have just discarded that squire and saved my favor also. Or conjurer. Or you're going to just Smithy Village me? I'd like to tell you what I think of that. I think it sounds like a pretty good plan. So we should try to figure out how to draw this catacombs. I think we have to like draw up with Jack and then flip with Hunting Lodge and then play Catacombs. And all of that so that we can play our counterfeit again. Boop, 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 boop. Victory music. Because if we play the counterfeit again, we just win the game. Man, look at all this beautiful stuff. And look at this, we don't even have to draw our stupid student. Do you think we're going to want a conjurer? Ooh, you know what we might like to have is the little cursey dude. It would be really cool to get to the end of this shuffle. But it would also be really cool to actually play those cards. You know, let's just like put these fun cards on our next hand. Wait a second. Only one of those is actually going to be in my next hand. Which one do I want it to be? Oh, God. The worst. The card that I want is the card that I'm going to put here because, yeah, and then, yeah, okay. In real life, you would just say, okay, I'm buying 2 berries, and then you would just pick 2 cards and put them on the bottom, and you would choose the order. In this life, I confuse the bejesus out of myself. Ooh, we get to pick which card. Yay, we get to pick which card to ghost by burying it. Like a doggy. The cursing is not very good, right? We don't need this copper. So we can just be as greedy as we want to right now. Because we can just top deck like this Catacombs, say. Probably. And just draw that way. There's not that much junk in our deck. Just get another counterfeit, I guess. Maybe I should have just gotten another Catacombs. I don't have as much draw as I thought I did. This isn't going to be... Yeah, I should have bought another Catacombs. Well, maybe I'll just discard some junk with Catacombs. None of the stuff that I have draws, right? Like there's... All I really want is to get through the shuffle, I think. I want to draw like both of my counterfeits. That's a good thing to get. I gave my opponent a curse. With my good boy Gandalf. Well, it has been a tiring match. Buries some cards for what I assume. I don't want to discard anything. Yeah, like, do I need these? I don't need those cards. I guess let's just look at this last card. It's the counterfeit, of course. Okay. How much do I care about getting another favorite? Well, I want to play this without triggering a shuffle, so put it on Lich. Nice guess. It was maybe not a guess. No, it was probably a guess. Reasonable guess. All right, so this is 9, 10, 11, or 13. Honestly, 11 seems totally fine. No, you know what? I want 13. I want a catacombs and the hunting lodge, and I want to bury some cards. All of these, maybe? Should I bury the squire? Should I buy a copper? Let's buy a copper. Should I bury the squire, though? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to draw to X this turn. There's some kind of cute draw to X-y things you can do, obviously. It would be really cool if I won this game. I think my position's all right. Oh, there was an attack to gain with Squire after all. It was Gandalf all along. Are we going to get another Jack or something? I probably should have gone for Conjurer. Would be better than a Jack, but I didn't do it. That copper was so greedy. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, let's try. I don't want to see it. We're trying to draw back around to everything. Well, specifically to the ghost. Here comes that copper we wanted. Wait, where did it go? I don't know. Maybe gain a silver. I want a conjurer, catacombs. What can I, how much does it cost to get conjurer, catacombs, gold berry? 10, 16? We don't have that much, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 14. So we can't get all those cards we dreamed about. So not the gold then. So maybe we just keep the silvers. Is this just 10? Or do we have to trash something to do that? If we don't trash anything, it's just 9. So. And I don't want to trash the other counterfeit. Copper. Cool kingdom. It's always fun mixing draw to X with normal draw and just kind of working your way through the deck, thinking about trying to optimize. Obviously, it can take a long time. I mean, Jack of all trades is still cool. Can we agree that Jack of all trades is the coolest? It's a cool card. It does so much stuff. If you can, like, work it into your engine, that's the coolest. These decks are cool. I thought I had like a... Did I trash 2 coppers with student? Is that what I did? That's what I did, I think. Well, it's nice to have all these favors, actually. Because yeah, I don't really want to discard anything. You could set it up to where you started your turn with a big draw to X, but it's kind of hard to make sure that you wouldn't be just discarding your catacombs or something. I'm afraid I might be like a sucker for this catacombs. Yep, let's put that in hand. Sure. All right. I'd love you to gain a curse, please. Okay. Also nice that you just have a province on top, but that's okay. You probably don't care too much about that. There's no situation where we would be doing anything interesting with these hunting lodges. I'm not seeing a pile out that would be coming soon. It's kind of hard for our next turn to be all that exciting because it's not a ghost turn, so maybe we should be a little conservative here. I don't know. This seems kind of okay. Do I want to get rid of this copper or not? It's like, do I want to get rid of more silver? I'm assuming I don't. I'm assuming I'd rather keep more money, but I haven't thought about how much money this is. I mean, it's at least enough for a double province. I still have 2 favors. That's probably plenty of favors. What about a squire? Probably not. We just need to not dud, basically. Real good looking turn here, which we knew was going to happen. These curses have not done anything, right? I mean, I don't know. Was there a chance that she could just have a really bad turn at some point? I gotta tell you, my brain is, I can't even remember. Maybe she has had a bad turn at some point. My brain is pretty fried right now. This is pretty likely to be a dud for us. I mean, I guess if I bought a squire, you know, maybe I would have a squire in my hand right now with these catacombs. I also didn't need to double province. One of these provinces could have been a hunting lodge, and then maybe I would have a hunting lodge in my hand. If I don't have a dud here, then this position feels pretty good. If I have like a pretty good, okay turn, it doesn't have to be a perfect turn, but like where I still get some decent amount of money in buys plus play ghost, then I'll be looking to like get to the end on the ghost turn. I sort of daydreamed about something happening with Lich in the late game, but that would not be in the cards now. Fun Kingdom. I don't want to dud right now. I really want to find one of my villages. Oh, do I ever. I only have like 4 of them, which makes them a quarter of my deck, and I'm going to see 2 cards. So it's something like 50-50. But I also have Gandalf, which is not a stop card. So we got to work on this Maker's Iron dialogue. Once it comes up once, it should just get smaller and go somewhere. I'm pretty sure we're just going to spend a favor. All right. Don't see a good idea besides putting that on the bottom. All right. I assume that Triple Province is way out of the picture. Well, my opponent's next turn might not be that good. It might be great. There's a ghost. Okay, curse better than no curse. And this lets me play both conjurers. I also have like another catacombs down there. I think we have to get a lot of points. This ghost is pretty likely to just hit a catacombs, I think. It might hit a hunting lodge. I mean, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 6. So we don't have enough for double province, as if double province would be a good idea. It's not. The student is not helping, I'm pretty sure. I think the question is, do we like him? Yeah, it's got to be like something like this. I think we trash the student. Okay. So what if my opponent gets double province? What if that's all they do? They exactly get to double province. Then they'll have 33. Then I would need to get a province, which would put me at 20, whatever, 22. Plus 4 duchies or some duchies and cemeteries. Actually, that does seem doable. Come on. Okay. It's not exactly the card I wanted to hit, but... Well, this looks like a Great turn. Oh, actually, it's not that great. No way, that's... no way that's a win. Hey, Muffins. Come here, boy. It started raining again. Alrighty. I can't think of any scenario that we would want to pitch this hand. Okay, so what are we shooting for? Well, suddenly, things don't look so great. Oh, we probably should have... we should be playing this jack. What is in my discard pile right now? Two silvers and a cemetery. Okay. I mean, we really wish we knew where all those cards are, right? Like, maybe we want to put... She didn't play Ghost. Okay, maybe we just want to put that on top. Look at that. Boom. That's what we wanted. Okay. Max money is a 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 8, which makes it 14, plus 6, which makes it 20. On the other hand, we could get like double province plus however many cemeteries. I don't think their next turn is necessarily that good. What happens if we get 2 cemeteries and a coin? Then the money is a 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8 is 12. Plus 6 is 18, so we can also get an estate. So that's 12, 13 plus 4 is 17, plus 22 is 39. So they would need more than province of, yeah, okay, that seems pretty good. Maybe a silver. Because we're just hoping that we... Do I want a silver? Let's try it. All right, that's what we're doing. This might be a good draw for this. Yeah. Yeah. This is what we were thinking. Because for a while I wasn't tracking her deck, and then I thought about what her turn was. I mean, whatever. We'll discard one of these. And then just see. I mean, I have to think about what... I have to think about getting just... like a bunch of points here. Is that going to put it out of reach? Like, for example, I could get 2 cemeteries and 2 estates. That's 6 more points. That puts me at 45. So, province, 3 duchy, estate is what it would take for her to win then. That's 15, 23, 24, 20, $25 and a bunch of buys. That doesn't seem like it's going to happen. That doesn't seem like it's going to happen at all. These conjurers turned out to do a lot of work, I think. No, I love allies. Man, if she could get... What did we just say that was? How many counterfeits does she even have? 1. There's no way. No way. This is close to gaining the rest of the estates and being at half VP, as it were. Oh, sorry. I mean, this is no info, right? Okay. So, three estates puts it out of reach, right? That's 48. Oh, she has a curse. So if we got three estates and then she got province, duchy, trash curse, that's still a losing tie, right? Three estates and I'm at 48. Then if she trashes a curse, that's 39 plus 9, also 48. So that'd be a losing tie. So that is a win. But it's okay for me to just play this card. Oh, okay. So this is... And from what we just said, getting a duchy would also like be... yeah, this should be enough to give me estate plus duchy. So that should be out of reach now. Yeah. All right, we made it. That was a marathon. I kind of liked that game. I'm not going to lie. I know it was super long. All right. Thanks for watching.